Join us today. I'm going to show you how to build a screen house greenhouse with wooden pallets, with 2x4s being $9 a piece now in the pandemic. I'm going to show you how to save a ton of money and how to use some twisted and warped boards. You don't have to buy the best lumber in town. Please join us today and turn on your notifications and subscribe to the channel, and please join us. All right. All right, we're starting the kitten cave. Step one. Are you on a flat surface? We're building on a hill, so join me today. We're gonna build a screen house kin cave, what Bubba calls them, a kin cave, which is my short term for screen house, hoop house, greenhouse. The only thing with greenhouses, we're not using plastic unless we have to. It's a convertible. So join us as we build the convertible greenhouse with repurposed pallets from the lumberyard. All right, step two, renting the trencher. Trenches with Bubba. Rev it up, baby. We're gonna go. Oh, all good. We're looking good. Look at that. Look at that trench. That's straighter than all those E's I got in the 8th grade that one semester. All E's, baby. That's straight. All right. Here we go, man. We're just checking out the soil. Me and Jason were talking, and Jason says he likes it. What do you think about the soil, Jason?
Nice.
Yeah? It's nice and loose. Look at this. Sandy loam. Oh, it's loosey-goosey, baby. No, not all full of clay. We're gonna rock the world.
There's a rock right there.
We did a soil test. It's kind of leached off of the nutrients because it's on a hill, so it definitely needs to be amended. But after talking to Ronnie Wallace from Wow Wallace Organic Wonders, great guy, great website, check it out. He was telling me it'd be easier, Mark, to amend this and get it all up where you want to go than to have it lopsided, starting out lopsided with maybe way too much of something. So yeah, that makes sense. Kind of like a growing hydroponically, you can trickle feed. And one thing that people have been confused about, I call trickle feed. Trickle feed does not mean that it's dripping out of a hose very slowly. Trickle feed is another term. John Harnica says spoon fed. We spoon feed them. You're just giving a little bit of nutrients in most waterings. It's a trickle feed of nutrients. It can be applied by a hose, sprinklers, drip tape, any way you want to roll, 5-gallon pails, 50-gallon drum, water can, but it's a trickle feed of nutrients. I just wanted to clear that up. All right, on to the next step. Step 3, picking up the lumber. I went to the lumberyard and I talked to Ray, lumberyard owner, and said, hey, you got all these old banana boards out back. Cut me a deal. So he said, yeah, you haul them out of here and I'll cut you a deal. So there you go. There you have it. Bargain shopping 101. Step 3 on your lumber package. I'm tying down the load. We got a load of lumber and I'm gonna tie her down and secure it. Any comments or tips would be appreciated. What do you think, Jason? And always remember, tie down your load with OSHA approved straps. Make sure that your soccer mom van is following legal guidelines. All right? All right, man. Keep it a secret, but go tell a friend. Bubba's do-it-yourselfer. 20-footers! Hey, Clint, out in sunny California, I got 20 footers on the soccer mom van. Woohoo! We got a new toy. No greater joy than Bubba's new toys. All right, to treat the pallets so they don't rot. We're out here. This is what we're using, the product we're using, Wood Life Copper Coat. It's for moisture contact, bugs, decay. We're gonna treat the bottom half of the pallet that'll be underground with the copper coat. All right, I plan on getting at least 5 years out of these houses, possibly longer. All right, here's my good friend Jason G. Feller. Thank you, Jason, for helping.
No problem.
Here you have it. We have the trench. It's about 35 feet long. We got the pallets laid out. We have sprayed the bottom 16 inches with copper coat. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna place these in the trench and we're gonna bolt them together. Now we're not gonna be like super picky. Some people are like, okay, we're building a Wurlitzer piano. I'm not so worried about these being level, as it would be very tricky out here to make that happen. Take a lot, I mean, I could do it, but it absorb a lot of time I don't think I need to waste. What we've decided is instead, we're gonna put this wall up and this wall up. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna level the middle. The middle, when we put the header down the middle and draw a string, that's gonna be level. So all the hoops have the same height in the middle, and then they'll come down to the ground so we have the same working space inside. It's really all I'm concerned with. Well, join us and I'll show you how we bolt the pallets together. All right, these are the bolts we're gonna use. These are GRS bolts. In fact, I'll have Jason show you the container here in a second if you wanna buy them. They do sell them at the big box stores. You can reuse these over and over again. I actually have a bunch of them that I have reused. Here's how we're gonna do it. Right here. We're gonna line it up flush, not worried about the top. We'll deal with that later. Now you can laugh at my drill. A lot of these guys do because it's not the big monster 24-pounder. It's just a little Ryobi, does the job. I'm very happy with it. All right, so there you go. We're gonna join these together. We'll show them down here, Jason. Bam, 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 join them together. I think one bolt's all it needs. Once it's buried down at the bottom, it ain't going nowhere. All right, let's show them the bolts. Right here, I'll show you the bolts. You can buy these. These are awesome. You could suck a bowling ball through a garden hose with these bolts. And there, if you want to buy them, GRK Fasteners. Awesome product. What we have here is a failure for America to supply us with affordable lumber. Hence, repurposing the wooden pallets as 2x4s are $7 a piece. So as I went to price 4x4s, I was going to bite the bullet and buy 4x4s. 10-foot 4x4 pressure treated is $23. All right. I know they've legalized marijuana and everybody's smoking it because the lumber prices are showing that for sure. Somebody's high. So anyways, here we go. I decided I had this lumber here, this 2x6. I'm making my own 4x4. I put a little T on the bottom 2 foot that's going to go on the ground. I teed that up. That'll make it super strong when it's buried. I'm going to treat it with the copper coat again. And there you have it. That's going to be my header pole. That's the next step. We're going to join the 2 side walls now that we've got them up on both sides. I threw some lattice. I had some lattice, if you remember, from the tomato. I grew that 5.5-pound tomato last summer. Michigan State champion tomato. Well, I took that apart because I'm not growing no more longer at a park. It's too hot in the park to grow. I'm going to grow here at the farm. So here you go. I'm reusing this lattice. It didn't get thrown out. It's getting repurposed. What it will do is prevent the dirt. As we leveled this out with the backhoe, it's going to prevent the dirt from going completely through the pallets. And I had to improvise a little. I ran out of the same pallet. So I did some, you got to think outside of the box. Repurpose, recycle, think outside of the box. But don't pay those outrageous prices. There's a better way to go. All right, let's move on to the next step. I'm gonna backfill the post, put a level on it, of course. I just wanted to mention I only paid $5 for the 2x6, kind of critical. I went to the lumberyard. They had the old bent boards that everybody complains, oh, I'm not paying for that bent board. And they'll discount price them to you. So I paid $5 for a 12-foot 2x6, all right? And pressure treated it myself with the kind of back. I apologize for the wind, but maybe it's a windy day. Woo! But it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Sunny Michigan. Rock and roll. And assembling hoops. We're going to show you how we connect the what fasteners we use. All right, Jackson, go ahead. Jackson's drilling a hole. Pilot drilling. Be careful. You don't. Oh, there you go. Pull that back out. Good job, buddy.
Then we got.
See? Then now what's next? Get a screw. We got this jar of screws. Now, I did want shorter screws, but of course, with the pandemic, they didn't have the size I wanted, so these will work. They're a little longer than necessary. So Jackson, he's a highly skilled worker. Don't try this at home. Jackson is a professional. No, a little more pressure, buddy. No, bear down. No, okay, you're gonna strip it out. There you go. Keep going. You got it. You got it. Just push down. All right, we got to work with him. He's got to learn how to do it. Push down hard. There, beautiful, beautiful, Jab. Then cut me a little square of Gorilla Tape. I'm putting a little square of Gorilla Tape on here because I don't want the screw to grab my screen. So I had this $14 roll of tape.
Can you help me cut this?
All right, you take the camera. You've taped me doing it. All right, turn it around. All right, we take this Gorilla Tape, and we do this right here, and this stuff sticks. This stuff's stickier than...
And you have to get all the bumps down.
And for some reason, that piece got dirt on it because it ain't sticking. Make a fool out of me. This stuff is so sticky. All right, let's try it again. There we go. Because we don't want the screen snagging. All right, there we go. That will protect it from loosening and also the screen catching on it. All right, there you go. That's how we connect the 10-foot electrical conduits. All right.
Bye.
All right, I know what you're thinking, Bubba. Why not glue them? Yes, you can glue them if you like. If you're leaving it up permanently, I just want the option to take them back apart. Let's say I want to disassemble the hoops. I have the option. I can take the screw out and stack all these 10-footers instead of having a 40-foot place to put them. All right, so that's why I'm doing it this way. All right, it would be quicker and faster just to glue them. You have that choice. All right, on to the next step. All right, Jack, now what we're doing is a level. Putting a level and make sure you're not a half a bubble off like Bubba. All right, so we are leveling our post. There's our stand-up post, and then we're gonna bridge back to meet our other sister, twisted sister. We're gonna sister them up 1x6, flag it across here. It ain't perfect, but you know what? It'll work. Thank you, Jackson, for helping me today. Hey, Jack, there's a painter turtle. Check it out. You wanna zoom in and check it out, Jack? Zoom in and see. Where's that turtle? You think they're residential painters or commercial painters? What do you think, Jack? I bet you out here they're residential.
Yeah.
They probably just paint turtle shacks.
Yep.
All right, man, loving me some nature. All right, we got all the hoops up. What do you got to say, Jack?
Whoop, there it is.
Jack and Bubba, hoop, that is. Hoop, that is. Jack and Bubba, record breaker. Hoop.
There it is.
All right, let's rock and roll 2021. Thank you for joining us today in the Bubba Doo Cave, growing with Dairy Doo products. And I'd like to stay tuned for part 2. We're going to show you the putting on the screens, how I fasten the hoops to the pallets, and many more things to finish the construction up for the final construction of your affordable, repurposed greenhouse with 2x4s at $9 a piece. Hey, you got to save money one way or another. So join us for part 2 coming soon. And I want to thank our sponsor, Dairy Doo in Sears, Michigan, for sponsoring the Bubba Doo Cave. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.